Let's hear from Monrovia, Liberia, where the West African nation has gone to the polls, and perhaps the polls have closed. From what we understand, the chairman of the Nigerian Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, is on the telephone with us right here on the program as the poll closed there in Liberia. Many thanks, Professor, for joining us on the program tonight. How has it been there in Liberia? With so much of your knowledge of the Nigerian electoral process, what has been the update there in Liberia?
We are right now at the William Tubman High School in Monrovia, Liberia, where they have at least 4 polling units. It's 6 p.m. Liberian time. Polling has just closed, and we're in the process of sorting and counting of ballots. It's all calm. All the more remarkable because this is the first election in a long time in Liberian history that the local security forces are providing security for the elections. Previous elections were actually secured by UNMIL. In my responsibility as president of the ECOWAS Network of Electoral Commissions, we visited Liberia in July for needs assessment ahead of the election today. And we had some discussions with the Electoral Commission, and we addressed some of the gray areas. Basically, 2 critical areas. The voter register. We have seen some challenges here and there today on the voter register. Some came with their voter cards, but their names are not on the register. Whereas some came with their cards but couldn't identify the exact polling place. The second issue, which I think has also been to a large extent addresses logistics. Getting to some of the remote areas in Liberia is a very, very, very big challenge. In fact, the ECOWAS Observer Mission was stuck on the road to Lofa County. But this has also been addressed with the United Nations Mission in Lebanon, UNMIL, providing some helicopter assistance, and also the Electoral Commission had to hire some aircraft to deliver logistics. So all in all, it's all good-natured, very peaceful, very calm, and people have voted. The first stage of the process, which is the actual opening of polling units and commencement of polling, has gone remarkably well. So far, no major incident that I've heard of.
All right. It's interesting, Professor Yakubu, because the excitement is going to be in the air because this is the very first time the nation will be doing a transitional election. And so the excitement will be, of course, reasonable. But what can you say about voter awareness in that country, and what are the lessons for Nigeria if you look at this election, knowing full well that your commission will be planning the general election for 2019, and already you are talking about that election?
Voter awareness has been very good showing, really very, very good. What impressed me most is that some of the major parties have specific days for their campaigns. And it was all singing and rhyming and good-natured. No incendiary statements, no hate speeches, none that we have witnessed. And campaigns ended yesterday, campaigns ended on Sunday. And yesterday, Monday, was dedicated to what they call peace rallies. And people went round in Monrovia campaigning for peaceful elections and reminding citizens about where they were coming from. They say no more war, we should remember the past. So it's all good-natured. Voter education has been very good, enthusiasm has been very high. The queues in some of the polling units we visited in Monrovia was really extraordinary. Now, on comparison with Nigeria, I must say that there is little comparison as such, because the entire system here of voting is manual. Whereas, it's our own aspects of our own process is electronic. But one lesson I think that we can learn from what is happening in Liberia is the importance of early preparation for elections, particularly in the area of logistics, in the area of voter education, awareness, identification of the polling units, ensuring that people know exactly where to go on election day to vote, so that some of the issues we have seen in the morning should not arise.
All right.
But basically, it's all good-natured, and is really a plus for the Liberian democracy and for us in the West African sub-region.
Thank you so much, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, for your time on the program.